Hey guys, my name is Theo. This is my channel that I'm using for kind of like a journal right now. I guess we'll call it the Road to Recovery Journal. You know, whatever. Maybe I'll come up with something better later. Basically, recovery from what? OCD. Recovery from OCD. That's what they say. I'm dealing with the doctors, and which means for me personally, intrusive thoughts, looking for signs everywhere, and sometimes, like the washing hands and stuff like that, but not to the extent that I've seen some people, have rituals and things like that. Mine's more for the obsessive thoughts, anxiety, worried about a lot of different things, guilt. I mean, guilt. That's like a big one. So I guess basically, I learned a lot about mental health recently because I never had any issues up until I was 25. I guess, yeah, 25 years old, and I didn't know what it was at first. It was just I thought I was hearing voices, and then I went to the doctor. They said, "Oh, you have voices." They ask you if the voices in your head, if the voice, if what you're hearing is in your own voice, then it's intrusive thoughts. But if it's like somebody else's voice, then it's like schizophrenia and stuff like that. So you learn about that and say, okay, cool, because I had no idea. I was like, yo, what the hell is happening to me? But I kind of knew because basically I was trying to make a decision and I couldn't choose between these two things, these two people, I guess you could say. And I was like, I need a sign. I need a sign. Give me a sign. God, give me a sign. Give me a sign. I was confused. Is it this one? Is it that one? Um, so, uh, it was just, and then eventually it just kind of just happened. Like I just started hearing these voices, quote unquote, but then it turned out to be my own thoughts. Well, because it's my own voices, like do this. Like I was unstable for a while, where I was just like freaking out. Like I had no, like I was doing a lot of crazy stuff, like getting on the bus, get off the bus, get on the bus, get off the bus, like just crazy stuff like that, you know. And I mean, I don't do stuff like that anymore. And so I guess you could say I got better in that regard. But man, it used to be very intense. So, um, so now basically, you know, I tried a lot of different things, medications, Zyprexa. Zyprexa was not doing it for me. I was just feeling like like another person when I was taking that. So right now, I stopped taking that for a while. I went to a CBT, or cognitive behavioral therapist, and then I guess after Obamacare changed, and I wasn't able to go to that doctor anymore. So no big deal. And so eventually I went to, now I'm seeing a psychiatrist again. I was seeing a psychiatrist, stopped going to psychiatrist, and went to CBT, like, afterwards. Then it took a while where I wasn't doing anything. I was just, couldn't, because you have a doctor, basically. And then eventually, recently, in December, got to see another psychiatrist, and now I'm on Prozac. And I was taking Seroquel, but after the new insurance, after I got new insurance, and they don't cover Seroquel, so uh, you know, basically right now I'm just taking Prozac, so we'll see what happens. And you know, I don't know. I guess you can make a community or something like that, or not even a community, because I really kind of shy away from like reading a lot of stuff about OCD because you start to worry and there's like a million things out there. So I just try to like right now I'm just trying to like meditate, like cut out distractions because at one point, I say at 2 points in my life previously, when I was 20, I had like an enlightening experience, or what I thought at the time. I didn't know what it was, but you just feel. I guess you could call it not enlightenment, but it's called like you just feel great. I guess you could say that you feel like you could do anything, and that lasted for 2 years, and then the feeling went away. I was like a raw foodist. It's a long, long story. Long, 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 long story. But I'll tell it some soon, eventually. So basically, a long story short, 2 years raw food is high enlightenment phase or feeling good phase. Then when I was 25, it came back overnight actually, and it was pretty awesome. Then lasted for like a few months, like maybe from October 2011 to June 2012 is when I started having, stuff started to happen to me, or stuff started happening. I don't say to me, but whatever. And yeah, I don't know about the politically. I'm trying. I mean, I'm going off on a side tangent real fast, but I'm trying to always use the right wording. Law of attraction kind of stuff like that. Whatever. I mean, it's all about the intention. What I think all that stuff is about. It's like what you intend for it to happen. Like it's really not about the word per se. So forgive me if I'm kind of working with that. And so that's basically it. Basically introduction. Right now I'm trying to cut out distractions in my life. I used to watch sports all the time. You know, and now I'm kind of dying down. I mean, I try to take this month in between. I guess the foot. NFL Combine and uh, the playoffs to just chill out and something like that around that time to quiet the mind and try to see what happens. So anyway, just I just made a video to talk. I'm sure I'll become more confident and more fluid in these videos as time progresses. So catch you guys later. Peace.